Going to miss the cue this time. I'm going to be right on it. As soon as the thing cuts to its little versus graphic thing, I'm going to be all on it. See, now you set me up for that one. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting round of Doug Funnie Experience football. Tonight's matchup, the Doug Funnie Experience will be hosting, for the first time ever, a legend in his prime. That's right, Marvin Harrison of the Indianapolis Colts is in town. Ready to see what he can do against this Doug Funnie Experience team and that stifling defense. See if they can stop the undefeated streak. Liam Gallagher, as you can see, pretty good on the season. Good yardage. All his catches seem to be for big yards, though. Kind of having some trouble finding the end zone, but we'll see if that changes a little bit today. See if he'll be a man to go to. Speaking of man, there he is. QB Eagles, of course. Oh, and then some Peyton Manning guy. He's there too. Ref showing him the coin. They say it's a neat coin. Apparently he liked the Doug Funnie Experience's compliment better, as they will receive the football to open this game. The Indianapolis Colts, of course, home of Peyton Manning, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. The Doug Funnie Experience defense will have their work cut out. Heck of a return here by Sir Digby Chicken Caesar. I better pay attention to the action. Gets out to the 43 on that one. That's one of his better returns on the season. He's yet to bust one for a touchdown. That's why you have him on the team. He takes that one out of the end zone even and gets up to the 43. He normally might have been better off taking that one and just taking a knee. But he's going to start this Doug Funnie Experience team off with some excellent field position here. And we will see if QB Eagles and this team can capitalize. QB Eagles goes back to pass. He's going to roll out to his left here. He's going to take off running like we see him do quite often. He's going to get a first down right off the bat. That's something defenses in this league need to start solving. And he's not busted too many big, long runs anymore. But he still gets those little 10, 15-yard scampers from time to time. So they haven't solved the conundrum yet. QB Eagles goes back again. He's going to set his feet and throw this one to Sister Christian. Motorin. That's only going to be for a 2-yard gain, though. Not sure about throwing it to Sister Christian there. QB Eagles goes back for the pass yet again on second down. Throws that to Big Boy. He's going to get out to the 25-yard line for another first down for the Doug Funnie Experience. They're already off to a pretty quick start here. Fresh set of downs here for this Doug Funnie Experience offense. Let's see what they can come up with here. QB Eagles goes back to pass it, throws it up to Liam Gallagher, who's going to get it in for the touchdown. And the Doug Funnie Experience takes a quick touchdown lead in this game. We talked about at the start, Liam Gallagher looking for some more catches and some more touchdowns, and right there I'd say you got a little bit of both. QB Eagles strikes first in this quarterback matchup. Let's see how Peyton Manning responds. Peyton Manning, of course, with a high-powered offensive attack. A wide variety of running backs and wide receivers who will truly test this Doug Funnie Experience defense. I almost sound like I'm broadcasting nationwide. I can't shut up about Peyton Manning. Up and good, right down Main Street, all that business. It just less than a minute into this game, just 52 seconds, Doug Funnie Experience attacks quickly. Peyton Manning can get you in a lot of different ways, though. He can attack you quickly, or he can just run some time off the clock. We'll see what they do here. Kick return comes out to about the 25 there. And here comes the man, number 18. See how ready this Doug Funnie Experience defense is. They've been good at knocking down the ball, not so much getting the takeaways, though. And first pass of the game is right down the middle to Marvin Harrison. for a first down. One heck of a game there. I think that was about somewhere in the 22-yard range there. 22. This Doug Funnie Experience defense can't give up gains like that. And right there, they knock one down. I believe that was Ray Lewis in the news end on that one. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for Indianapolis, right around midfield. And he's going to go down. I believe that was E. Honda in there on the sack. That's the kind of attack this Doug Funnie Experience defense is going to have to use in order to topple Peyton Manning. It's like Peyton Manning presents the Peyton Manning Show, starring Peyton Manning with Hollywood star Peyton Manning, animal expert Peyton Manning, musical guest Avril Lavigne. Peyton Manning, as you can see there, 11 touchdowns to 3 picks so far on the season. Drops back on this one, and he almost has that one picked off by number 53. Peyton Manning now getting close to a score here. He goes back to pass this one. Throws it up there. 87 with the completion. That's going to be another first down. Peyton Manning, after taking the sack there by E. Honda, seems to have finally locked in here. Hands it off to Edrin James, I believe that is. He's going to get 1 yard there. Sister Christian, he is not. He is not motoring. He is sputtering, bumbling, stumbling. Bumbless Murphy Grumpus. Hey, Hoax Hotel, how you doing? 3rd and 9 here. Peyton Manning back in the shotgun formation. No running backs back there. Obvious pass play here. Peyton Manning not known to take off running. He's going to get the completion to 81, but only for a couple yards, so that's going to put us at 4th and 7. On the 13, this should be a chip shot field goal. Kind of got to get it at an angle here because it's got to get off to the right. But if you're in the NFL, you ought to be able to hit this. Kick is up and just squeaks it just enough off to the right that that one goes through. And the Indianapolis Colts put 3 on the board. Probably not what Peyton Manning wanted to start this game. The Doug Funnie Experience is going to receive the ball with a 4-point lead here to close out the first quarter. This one's going to be right through the uprights on the other end there. Thank goodness that's not 3 points. I think that's a setting in this game. I don't know. But that might have been an old Madden card. I don't know. Remember Madden cards? Ooh, I remember. QB Eagles takes off running. Only gets about 4 yards on that one. Gets out of bounds. 2 runs for 18 yards to start this game for QB Eagles. And 1 big-time completion to Liam Gallagher, including one of the big boys. Sister Christian Motor ran. He's going to make it 3rd and 1. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Doug Funnie Experience up 7-3 on the Indianapolis Colts. Indivisible. With liberty and jaundice for all. Trump's America. Did I get political? I'm sorry. Sister Christian Motor ran. And I think he got the first there. They're going to bring the chain gang out. Oh. They're going to give him the first down. I mean, it's Sister Christian. Shouldn't you just assume? Sister Christian 2 for 6 so far. Again, not one to bust out those big runs. QB Eagles is going to be sacked there on first down. That's going to lead to 2nd and 14. Larry Triplett is going to get the sack on that play. QB Eagles so far has actually been rather impressive in the passing game. Started off 3 for 3, and he's going to go back and pass this one. Make it 4 for 4, and knuckles. First down for the Doug Funnie Experience. They clearly want to keep putting points on the board, keep putting pressure on Peyton Manning. He's been known to keep games pretty close when he has to, so they want to put this one away early, I would think. QB Eagles goes back and passes this one. And that was an ill-advised throw, incomplete. That's going to be his first incompletion of the game. That was a dangerous throw for sure. QB Eagles goes back again, and he sees a hole right down the middle, and he's going to take off running. It looked like he wanted to dive there, but the defender caught him. Lucky he held on to the football there. It's going to be 3rd and inches now. See what they come up with here on 3rd and inches. You got to think it's a handoff to Sister Christian. No, instead they hand it off to Frampton Comes Alive. Changing it up a little bit there. As we go to our 2-minute warning, a rare handle there by Frampton Comes Alive to get the 2 yards. QB Eagles goes back, and he just, I don't know where that one was supposed to go. That one gets knocked down by Indianapolis, Joseph Jefferson with the deflection. QB Eagles goes back to pass again. Started to roll out to his left and then got back from it. And that one's also going to be deflected by Adrees Bashir, I believe that was. All of a sudden, QB Eagles kind of back to his old throwing ways here. Throws that one up. Completes that one to Zach Morris for a first down. Makes the throw when he had to there. And the Doug Funnie Experience is threatening to strike here again before the end of the half. QB Eagles already with 82 passing yards and a touchdown. Almost in the red zone here. QB Eagles goes back yet again, throws that one up. And that one's going to be complete to Liam Gallagher. A little less defenders there, and maybe that would have been his 2nd touchdown of the game. But that's going to put them pretty close to the end zone here. Let's see what they plan to do here. They're just going to hand it off to Sister Christian. Maybe we'll see Frampton Comes Alive come back out here again. Hands off Sister Christian, motor in, and he just gets an open lane there. Sister Christian doesn't even get touched on that run, and he's in for the touchdown. That guy with that Sister Christian jersey available on NFLShop.com. Buy yours today. I believe that's the number 3 or 4 selling jersey in the league right now. Got to think Peyton Manning's at the top of the list. Probably Tom Brady. And maybe Byron Leftwich, number 3. So, number 4. Up, right down Main Street. And the Doug Funnie Experience is going to put a 14-3 lead up on the board to start this one off. Sister Christian rumbling, actually not even rumbling. He went on a rare speed run there and went untouched into the end zone. Got to think that's comfortable for him. You know, take a break from just bashing people. That return's going to come out to the 22. Peyton Manning's got about a minute to work with here. Wonder how many times I've said Peyton Manning versus Indianapolis Colts in this game. I am just like the NFL and CBS, aren't I? Peyton Manning, Peyton Manning, Peyton Manning handed it off to Edgerrin James. 2nd and 10 now, no gain there. Hands it off again. This is a die. Actually, no, that's not for a few more years. That is Edgerrin James. 3rd and 9 here. Peyton Manning has no running backs behind him. He's going to go back and pass this one. Chucks that one up huge. And that one's going to be complete to 87. I don't know what Ted Diabetes was doing there. He looked like he was ready to block it and then got afraid of the ball like some 5-year-old playing baseball. That's not good. 33 seconds left in the half. Peyton Manning might be able to get this one in field goal range. Another long throw and another completion to Marvin Harrison. This is what Peyton Manning can do when he gets on a roll, folks. 28 seconds left in this half. Peyton Manning back yet again. Tosses that one. Only gets about a 2-yard gain on that one, and I think he's going to call a timeout there. And that's actually Indianapolis' final timeout. I don't know what I was paying attention to. Probably Peyton Manning in his beautiful eyes and hot body. Look at that. He's going back to pass. Edgerrin James runs it right out of bounds. Edgerrin James doesn't appreciate the gift that is Peyton Manning. The blessing that is Peyton Manning. You'd think I was doing radio for them. Cornerback back actually jumps up for the pick there. And it bounced off his hands. And Indianapolis is going to come out for another field goal attempt here. Kick is up and good. It was a little bit further back there, but similar artistry to the kick there. Similar English, as they say in the pool halls. The smoky, desolate pool halls of America. Mike Vanderjagt, jacked, Jagt, J-A-G-T. How you supposed to say that? Does another one of his, show-offy field goal kicks there. You got to wonder if the Doug Funnie Experience is going to take a shot here, if they're just going to run this one out. They do not get the ball to start the half. Indy does. Maybe they'll try something here. Throws that one up. Zach Morris has got the completion, and he gets out to midfield. And the Doug Funnie Experience is going to immediately call a timeout here. 6 seconds left. I don't know if they got time to try something. Maybe at least get in the field goal range. It's got to be a quick pass and a timeout, leaving for a long kick for Doug Funnie. Throws that one up. That's going to be bobbled and incomplete. They definitely don't have time for field goal range now. They're going to have to throw this one up. QB Eagles gets to test that arm strength. And he completes that one to Ann Knuckles, but the defender gets to him pretty quickly. And that's going to do it for the first half here. Doug Funnie Experience defense bending, not breaking. Not allowing Peyton Manning to get into the end zone quite yet. Just a couple field goals. Whereas the Doug Funnie Experience has a couple touchdowns. And we will go to the half right here on 1080 AM with the Doug Funnie Experience up 14-6.
Don't let the bruises fool you. Goku is just getting warmed up. With the new Saiyan Overdrive fighting system, you'll do battle like never before. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 for the PlayStation 2 computer entertainment system, rated T.
Do you know how to use one of these?
GoldenEye. Load a rumble pack and see how it feels when 007 meets M64.
You can control speed. You can control direction. You can control everything except your fellow man. Rated E for everyone.
Anybody notice that GoldenEye commercial? There was that thing that exploded on the train level. Like, what was that? I'm pretty sure he still had time left on the timer. That's not supposed to happen until the time runs out. Like, just a landmine randomly exploded there. Indianapolis Colts take the kickoff to start the second half here. Going to be tackled at the 24. Peyton Manning's got to come up with something here if he wants to keep this game competitive. He's going to go back and pass. That's going to be completed at number 83. He's getting these long passes off, but as soon as he gets close to the end zone, he's got nothing. Marvin Harrison, 3 catches for 42 yards. Reggie Wayne with 2 catches for 42 yards. So this Doug Funnie Experience defense is definitely letting Peyton Manning do what he wants to do until they get close to the end zone, and then Peyton Manning can't seem to find the answer. I don't know if it's due to the shortened field or what. Black Knight 2000 comes from the side there. He's going to sack him yet again. Black Knight 2000 has been a difference maker for this Doug Funnie Experience defense. He gets around that corner. Now, he's got the kind of speed that if you don't stop him, that quarterback doesn't even have a chance to set his feet, to look down the field or anything. You can't let him just run by you there. Peyton Manning goes back. It's going to be a quick 3rd and 15 here for the Indianapolis Colts. Peyton Manning back in the shotgun. No running backs in the backfield. Clear passing play here unless Peyton Manning's foolish enough to take off running. He don't have the speed to do that. And that one is going to be knocked down, but there is a flag on the play. I think that came in before he took the pass, though. Ted Diabetes is also down on the field at the same time. A lot of stuff going on here. Holding on the defense. That'll give Indy the first down. Peyton Manning back in the shotgun here. And he actually takes off to his right and then throws it up. And Ray Lewis in the News is going to pick that one off. And that's going to be the end of this Indianapolis drive to start this quarter. This defense needed to play a little more aggressive, and there you go. Ray Lewis in the News gets a sack. An interception. Excuse me. QB Eagles is now back out there again. Sister Christian motoring. Except I don't think he even got back to the line of scrimmage, or they're going to say he did. 2nd and 10 now. QB Eagles only 28 rushing yards in this game. Sister Christian motoring. Funny how that worked. With 10 yards, now 15 after that run. QB Eagles goes back to pass on this one. He's actually going to take off running, and well, that's unbelievable. He did some kind of, like, shift of his center of gravity. Moved it downward as if to emulate some sort of sliding motion. And he avoided the tackle. Huh. I'm flabbergasted. You know, not running out of bounds, not taking the hit. This doesn't make sense to me. What world are we in now? Sister Christian motoring. We're in Sister Christian's world. We're all just motoring in it. That's a t-shirt. Sister Christian motoring. He's going to be just short. It's going to bring us to 4th down here. It's going to be a short field goal. And the Doug Funnie Experience is actually going to go for it here. Kind of a pretty aggressive move, but they have the lead. Sister Christian motoring. He's going to get the first down with ease there. I believe he got about 3 yards on that one. I was going to say 4 or 5. That's a first down, a whole new set of downs for this Doug Funnie Experience team. Sister Christian motoring. Only 2 yards there. About at the end of the 3rd quarter here. We'll see if they'll get another playoff. And yes, they will, just in time. QB Eagles rolls out to his left, sets his feet, throws. Gets that one completed to wide open, just short of the goal line. And we're going to open this 4th quarter with the Doug Funnie Experience right at the front door of another touchdown. Doug Funnie Experience up 14-6, the same score we ended the first half with. No points in this quarter, but the Doug Funnie Experience is pretty close to getting in on this one. Hands it off Sister Christian motoring. If he would have dove forward there a little bit, I think he might have gotten in there, but regardless, 2nd and goal now at the 1-yard line. Hands it off again to Sister Christian motoring, and he's going to get his 2nd touchdown of the day. Yet again there, untouched. And he got in on a speed run move. That was interesting, yet again. They're starting to, not so much hand it off right up the middle. There was some failure for that to work last week against the Atlanta Falcons, and it took QB Eagle running it in. So maybe they're just trying to find new ways for Sister Christian to power through. Doug Funnie with the kick, and it is good. The Doug Funnie Experience is going to take a late 21-6 lead here. 2:44 left in this game. Peyton Manning, I mean, you don't want to count them out, but they've yet to even get a touchdown in the first 3 quarters. Hard to imagine they'll get 2 and a 2-point conversion to boot to tie this back up. That one's going to be kneeled in the end zone for a touchback. Doug Funnie Experience feeling pretty comfortable here, but we'll see what happens. Peyton Manning back in the shotgun. He's going to throw this one, and it's complete yet again to Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison been thrown to 6 times today, 4 catches, 57 yards. I believe that's a 5.7 point game if you're playing fantasy. And probably like 40-something if you're playing PPR. In a PPR league, anyway. Peyton Manning goes back again. And he's going to be sacked, I do believe. That was cornerback back running in from the backfield there. A rare sack for him. Peyton Manning goes no huddle, 3rd and 13. He's going to hand this one off to Edgerrin James, who's going to get the long run here. He might be going all the way. Takes off toward the sideline, and that is going to be a touchdown by the Indianapolis Colts. What a play there. Peyton Manning goes no huddle after the sack. Not something I would recommend when your team's just trying to keep the act together. That was actually a shovel pass there. And Edgerrin James just runs it right up the middle. That might be the longest run the Doug Funnie Experience has given up all season. And these Indianapolis Colts have finally found some life, not in the arm of Peyton Manning, but in the legs of Edgerrin James. They got to get the onside kick here right before the 2-minute warning. That's going to be recovered by Ann Knuckles. Now we'll see what the Doug Funnie Experience does here to respond. Indianapolis has all 3 of their timeouts. Doug Funnie Experience, however, has it in field goal range. Up by 8. A field goal would make it not only a 2-possession game, but it would be it'd require 2 touchdowns. Or a touchdown and a 2-point conversion and a field goal, I guess. Asking a lot with only 2 minutes left. Sister Christian motoring. Of course, I guess they could also put a touchdown on the board and just put this one away. Indianapolis takes its first timeout already. It's off again, Sister Christian motoring. And he's going to get that first down. Indianapolis is going to use their second timeout. The first down here might be enough to put this one away. Hands off again to Sister Christian motoring. And he handed that one off to the left. I think he was trying to, kind of give him that speed run again. We've seen that work today. Sister Christian's used it on 2 touchdown runs. But not quite enough. Sister Christian motoring. That one goes up the middle for 4 yards. 3rd and 6 now. Do they just run him again to run out the clock, or do they... Sister Christian motoring. And I'm running in out of gas here. They're going to bring the field goal team out here as the clock continues to tick. I think they're going to kind of stand around here and burn as much time off that clock as they possibly can. I'll plug in something here.
Yo, you dealing with the X Factor.
I got everything I ever wanted, and I'll never give that back. Oh, I know you hate that factor, but you ain't gotta look at me like that. I said you ain't gotta look at me.
The kick is up, and no good. I don't know where that one was supposed to go. Suddenly, the Doug Funnie Experience might be in trouble here. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion will tie this game up. They needed that field goal. Peyton Manning's had some clutch performances in his time. He's going to throw this one off to the left to Edgerrin James, who had the long touchdown earlier. Seemed like he almost had a shot at it there again, but his foot goes out of bounds. 9-yard gain, though, and he does stop the clock. Indianapolis, I believe, only has that one timeout, if even that. Peyton Manning goes back, throws that one to Marvin Harrison, who's going to get a completion for the first down, but that clock's going to continue to roll here. 35 seconds and counting. Peyton Manning's going to spike the ball to stop the clock here. They are out of timeouts. So that's the only way they can stop the clock, is to waste it down. To stop it, 2nd and 10, Peyton Manning in shotgun formation, no running backs. Peyton Manning actually just kind of lobs that one up to Marvin Harrison. An 8-yard gain, but the clock will again continue to roll and doesn't get the first down. 20 seconds left now, throws that one, and that one's going to be incomplete. It is now 4th and 2. Peyton Manning's got to come up with something here. Calling an audible at the line here. He's going to go back to pass. And he's going to complete that one to number 87. I believe that's Reggie Wayne. I'm not sure. I don't do my homework. Joke about me being a broadcaster, should do my homework. The clock's going to continue to roll yet again. He's going to spike the ball with 4 seconds left. That's going to give him time for one shot at a Hail Mary. And they got to get this touchdown and a 2-point conversion in order to tie it. Let's see what they do here for the hard part. Throws that one up, and it's going to be complete to number 83. But the Doug Funnie Experience is waiting there in droves to bring him down. And time is up, folks. The Doug Funnie Experience gave him a slim chance there at the end, but they will hold on to win this one 21-13. Thank you for tuning in to 1080 AM for Doug Funnie Experience Football. And be sure to tune in next week for the tribute to the Akron accidents, as Doug Funnie Experience goes up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. See you next week.
Oh my God! It's Paul's party!
I'm back.
Yo, you dealing with the X Factor.
I got everything I ever wanted, and I'll never give that back. Oh, I know you hate that factor, but you ain't gotta look at me like that.